Hi, welcome to my review of the Pioneer TS-A6971Fs. Now I want to go through some of the more minute features. It's a 6x9, it fits a 6x9 hole, but let's dig a little bit deeper for the value and end game for yourself. One big thing is I want to show you, okay, is that it comes with a grill. Alright, a lot of speakers nowadays don't come with a grill. Now a lot of times 6x9s it will fit, like it's the Ford trucks or the Chevy trucks right now, but no, what we want to do more is if you're doing an older vehicle, you want to make sure it fits, and you do need grills a lot of times for the rear deck, or say in a boat or motorhome or any kind of motorsports. Keep that in mind when you go to purchase it, okay? Now also, I want to show this. Okay, and you'll see how the tweeter just sticks out just a little bit above it, okay? Got to make sure that you have room between the panel and the 6x9. Usually you do, okay? But I just want you to really keep this in mind. Also, too, you'll see a very thin mount. It fits in most OEM applications. And also, too, I'm going to zoom in for you. You're going to see the Pioneer is a 4-way. And what it is here is this 1, 2, 3, 4. And what this is the mid, the higher mid-range. This is what they call a tweeter, and then a super tweeter. All right, so it's a little bit efficient. So one thing I want to go over is that yes, it says 600 watts right here on the box, okay? It is not, okay? It's kind of like when the moon's lining with Earth and the wind's blowing, right? There's actual that rating. The Japanese are notorious for it, okay? What this is, as you can see it here, it's on the back of the box with the specs, and it says it's 100 watts RMS, which makes it, you can use a factory radio or a small amplifier to power these easily and have no problems whatsoever. And at 100 watts, it'll run all day long with it, okay? Now, also, I'm going to come back to the box in a sec. This 6x9 also comes with this adapter, okay? And you're going to see I'm going to go like this, and you can kind of get a look and see how the sides are. I'm going to put it like this, I'm going to put it like this. But what this is, for example, this flange here is made for a Chevy truck, okay? And I don't mean to be in the way, guys, but what it is that this flange, when you go to mount it in the Chevy, goes like this, and then it bolts in, okay? So if I was you looking at the door, it goes in like this, and it slides in, and then I would use these mounting tabs. Now, if you need this adapter, it is very, very worthwhile, okay? Now, you might say, well, I don't know if I need the adapter. Okay, well, they have a QR code right here, okay, that goes through and shows you applications. But the applications are, I'll give you rough ones right now. It says Silverado, the Tahoe, the Ram 1500, the F-150, Jeep Grand Cherokee, and Toyota Tacoma and Camry, okay? So those are the ones that you would need this adapter plate for, and that's where the real value happens. But regardless of the 6x9 you put in there, whatever brand, you will have to use an adapter or build one or get someone to make one or something. So that's the one real value about the Pioneer TS-A6971Fs, okay, is this adapter. The beauty of it, if you don't need it, you don't need it. That's even better. Also, too, it comes with the wires it comes with as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom these forward, and you're going to see there's one big and one small, okay? And what that is that if I go here and I bring this forward, you'll see one big, one small on the terminal. So that's how you can get it so the positive and the negative is correct. But I also suggest, I'm going to put a link down below, I'll use a Toyota, just in this example, okay, of where you can have a Toyota plug that plugs into Toyota and then goes to this, okay? That way you don't have to cut any wires, don't have to solder anything, have to crimp anything. Guys, I think they're like $9, maybe even $11, okay? Now, that being said, you don't have to cut any wires, it all bolts in. We like it even more because now you buy that part, which I said a link below, use this adapter plate, and use a 6x9, and mwah, it bolts perfectly into your car, OEM performance, and OEM quality, all right? Let's jump into the listening test, and let's go on from there. All right, the listening test, okay? So I'm going to do probably about 4 seconds of 3 different songs, okay, for you? All right, so let's get to the first one. last but not least. So I hope that gave you a little bit of an example. Okay, I'm going to slide this off to the side now because I don't have to be so close to the speaker, all right? So now, recap real quick. Grill, mounting hardware, wiring, pretty good. If you need it, template, huge, okay? That template will cost you usually about $100 to get done somewhere if we get it installed. $100. You know, these speakers are $100. Okay, now keep in mind, if a shop's doing it, it takes them an hour to build it, it takes them an hour to build it. That's nothing you can do about it, and they still haven't installed the speakers yet, and it's probably going to be between $75 and $100, okay? So, if you need those speaker adapters, this is the speaker for you. Now, that being said, now you've heard this on its own. If you want to go to another video that I have over here, and what's going to happen is I'm going to do, against a Kenwood, a Hertz Audio, and the Pioneer, head-to-head, song for song, feature for feature. Let's see which one's best, and come check out my shootout on the next video over here.